We finally made it to Caravan Rebak. It's pretty lively here. So, just past this wall is the desert, huh?
Yes, भाई रेगिस्तान है भाई.
Wow.
दिवाली देखते रहोगे जाओगे भी यार.
Enough gawking.
अलाइता कहाँ से आया? कहाँ से आया? Where are you come from? Where did you come from?
Over here.
Where are you क्या होता है? मेरी इंग्लिश इतनी अच्छी निकल जाती है मैं खुश हो जाता हूँ मैं. Where are you come from? भाई एकदम मुझे पता है गैस कमेंट में बताने जरूरत नहीं है. कितनी अच्छी इंग्लिश बोलता हूँ ना कहाँ भाग गया हो? हेलो भागा जा रहा है निंजा थोड़ी रुक जा.
Why are you running?
एक दिन तो तू कभी ना कभी तो प्लेएबल होगा ये बंदा मुझे पता है और मैं इसे पुल करूँगा अच्छे से.
Where did he go?
Noob सिपा.
How did we lose him? They were just here a second ago.
More Aramite mercenaries? Who are they working for this time? Anyway, traveler.
Yeah,
seems like we were being followed again.
You were too careless. You should have noticed those hopeless amateurs trailing you a long time ago.
Thanks, Alaita. भाई क्या छपरी है अपने ट्रैवलर.
There's no need to thank me.
I've
never cared to keep track of personal favors.
इतना कॉमन सेंस नहीं भाई इतना बार इसको पीछा कर रखे हैं कभी से पता नहीं चला कि पीछा कर.
It's a habit I developed at the academia.
क्या मैं सुन नहीं पाया सॉरी.
You really did buy him on a scare, Headphone. We never thought we'd run into you here. Last time we met at Port Ormos, didn't you say you were going back to the academia? Wait, don't tell Paimon that you're here to take us back on their orders.
हाँ तो अरमाइड से मिलने नहीं देते ऐसे में.
So you've already landed yourselves on the academia's hit list. I can't say that I didn't expect it. However, had I wished to turn you over to the academia, don't you think you'd already be the Eremites' honored guests by now?
वही तो बोल रहा अगर अरमाइड को पकड़ लिया था क्या बोल रही पाइमॉन.
You do have a point.
Did you participate in Sage's big project?
I have no interest in running errands for that project. As a scholar, I've always belonged to the camp that promotes researcher autonomy. And these days, you're more fascinating than anything the sages can offer.
Hey, what are you saying, bro? So you were actually looking for me?
Not quite.
So I'm straight.
To tell you the truth, I'm still investigating the divine knowledge capsule. Divine knowledge capsule right in front of you. And upon seeing him, your expression became perplexed. Are you interested at all in sharing what you've been hiding from me?
I'm hiding. I met with Armansul and I met with the Armansul consciousness. Let's go. ये बोला चाहता था ये.
Rather than simply learning the answers from you,
I
still prefer to investigate on my
own.
Speaking of, you two are also headed to the desert?
अरे हाँ मुझे अपने कच्छों के अंदर रेत चाहिए. समझिए कर बात को. Where are you come from? हमें आरू विलेज जाना है. डेजर्ट में इतना बात बताने के लिए इसने 10 करोड़ साल लगाया. Thank you भाई. आरू विलेज अच्छा है.
Wow, this landscape is really something else. What a cool place.
रेगिस्तान में रेगिस्तान वाले इंसान रहते हैं. Nice knowledge भाई किसी को पता ही ना होगा ऐसा बात भाई. तुम्हें पता था क्या? रेगिस्तान में आपका स्वागत है. यहाँ पे आपको मिलेगी चारों तरफ रेत 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 रेत. चारों तरफ रेत. ऊपर रेत नीचे रेत. आगे रेत पीछे रेत. आकाश में रेत. और ये कौन आया? साइनो आते हुए. माय गॉड कैसे साढ़े हट रहा. पहले लग गया था जो भी आता है हमें. ये तो अपना साइनो जो मेरे पास अभी अभी पीछे है. ओह अलाइता बस साइनो. ओह माय गॉड. अरे बाप रे. ये कितने बैटल है. ओह माय गॉड. अरे स्पाइडरमैन. के ये ताकत बढ़ता है. दोनों ताकत है.
Sino.
Long time to see.
Unless my memory fails me, we have barely spoken 2 words to each other before now at the academia. Would you care to enlighten me as to when and how I invited the General Mahamatra's wrath?
Oh, Headphone. Do not think you can escape my judgment, just because you managed to escape my attack.
Judgment? So that's how you'd characterize your actions here, is it? Or would elimination perhaps be a more accurate description?
Had I used my full strength, not even this traveler would have been able to stop me. Though styled like an assassination, I sought only to ensure that my target would be unable to flee or resist. Standard practice for the Matra, as well you know.
Seemed to me more like your own personal touch.
इनकी बनती नहीं होगी आपस में. साइनो और अल्लाह तम.
Did you call him General Mahamatra?
ये महामात्रा उसका नहीं है?
General Mahamatra Sino, head of all the Matra at the Academia. He's a formidable hunter, and the ultimate nightmare for any who have committed academic crimes.
He seemed to have placed a lot of trust in all Headphone, to the point of blocking an attack for him. If I were you, I'd never choose to side with him. I wouldn't believe a single word that comes out of his mouth. I have been pursuing this scribe for a long time. I urge you, stand back and do not seek to defend him any longer. Otherwise, there will be consequences.
बहन की आपस में बनती नहीं क्योंकि इसे लगता साइनो कि इसने कुछ कांड किया है जिसकी वजह से मतलब ये इसके पीछे. I don't trust him as much as you seem to think.
Has Al-Haytham done something wrong? Paimon doesn't think he's as bad as you've made him out to be.
I won't waste my breath explaining things. Al-Haytham, I saw it during our fight.
क्या देख लिया?
Take it out.
Yeah. Divine knowledge capsule.
The divine knowledge capsule you're
पता
hiding
था
on
ये
your
चुरा के रखा था
person.
ना उसने.
Unless you want me to
जिसका इंटरनेट
retrieve
हमने
it for
बंद करवाया था वहाँ
myself.
से चुरा के रखा था.
Very perceptive of you. Nothing escapes a Matra's senses.
तू हेडफोन क्यों लगाता है? लाया था मुझे जानना है पहली बात. देखना हमेशा हेडफोन पहनता है. गाना सुनता रहता
The
तो.
divine knowledge capsule? Did it fall into the Matra's hands in Port
अरे
Ormos?
तुम जानते नहीं भाई. So you did lie to us.
No wonder you speak with such confidence, Sino. But I must admit, I'm very curious. What does this capsule mean to you? And why, as General Mahamatra of the Academia, are you all alone in the desert? As far as I'm aware, the other Matra have been speculating about your disappearance. Have you been given a mission that's, let's say, morally dubious? If I was the real target of your mission, what was stopping you from simply using your authority and resources to judge me within the walls of the Academia?
Easy to mission from the sages. अरे भाई ये भी मिला sages के साथ. अरे तेरे को पिल्ला
I should
पड़ेगा.
have known you'd be difficult to deal
भाई
with.
पेलेंगे तेरे को भाई sages के साथ मिला.
What you would do, traveler? Paimon feels like we can't trust either of them.
एक sages के साथ मिला एक जन sage को डिफेंड करता है. ओ
Well,
दे
look
आ
at
गए.
you two acting all
ओ भाई
tough
देख
and
रहा है एंगल देख रहा
self-righteous
भाई.
over there.
एंट्री का एंगल देखो कहाँ से चालू हुआ.
Dia?
अरे कहाँ से आ गई दिया भाई. दुनिया जात के ख्याल नहीं रख रही आजकल.
Great! Finally, someone that we can trust! You gotta help us out here. Otherwise, these two are gonna start fighting again!
Yeah, sure looks that way. Two giants from the Academia duking it out once and for all. Not something you get to see every day, that's for sure. Listen, I know you academic types love to fill up your big brains with self-righteous morality and lord your empty rules and virtues over each other. But how dare you bring your petty disputes into the safe haven of Aru Village? It seems like someone's gonna have to beat some sense into your thick
अरे भाई ये
skulls
दोनों
and
सुनाएंगे.
finally learn to respect these
ये
grounds.
दोनों को सुनाएंगे. अभी बेचारे दोनों ही पे हो गए भाई. शांत. ओह इससे फर्क नहीं पड़ा वो एक्चुअली. दोनों को. हाँ यार है भाई क्या हो रहा है? रेत 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 चारों तरफ रेत. ऊपर रेत नीचे रेत. बाएं में रेत दाएं में रेत. हाथ में रेत कच्छु में रेत सब तरफ रेत.
Another sandstorm?
आइए रेत का आनंद लीजिए एक रेगिस्तान में.
हुआन को राजस्थान कुछ ऐसा दिखा.
Such hard work. Move it.
All right, stop yelling.
भाई दोनों के आपस में बनते रहे. लाइटा हुआ साइनों के भाई. ये सुमेरु के डिलुक और काया है. भाई दोनों भाई एक दूसरे घूरे जा रहे बात नहीं करेंगे. वाह ये भी हम भी साथ.
Well, this is pretty awkward. Hey, wanna play sardines with three people who wanna tear each other limb from limb? Sure, why not? Sounds fun. The air is so thick and heavy. Paimon can hardly keep floating anymore.
My sincere apologies, everyone. This is the home of our village chief. I will have to ask you to make do with this small room until the sandstorm dies down. Please, let me introduce myself. I am Candace, protector of Aru Village.
Our savior has come at last. Nice to meet you, Candace. The name's Paimon. Thank you so much for helping us.
You have my gratitude.
There's no need to thank me. It's only right to help each other when the weather gets rough.
Wow, she's so gentle and caring, like a nice older sister.
ओए ओए बहन होगी तेरी.
Unlike those guys over there.
All right. Now that we're all better acquainted, we should return to the topic at hand.
ठीक है.
As a guardian charged with the responsibility to protect my fellow villagers from harm, I was observing your conflict from afar, even before the sandstorm started.
Oh.
And now that you have set foot within our village itself, it is all the more my responsibility to make absolutely sure that you pose no threat whatsoever to us. So please, have an honest and sincere conversation with one another, and put your hostile feelings to rest. If anyone dares to start anything again while they are under this roof, I will not hesitate to send them out for some quality time with the creatures of the sandstorm.
भाई मजा आ जाएंगे तुम्हें सैंडस्टॉर्म में भाई जो मैं बोल रहा था वो तुम्हारे सपने पूरे हो जाएंगे हाथों में कच्चे कच्छों में कच्चे हाँ जी क्या बोल रहा हूँ हाथों में कच्चे क्या होता है कच्छों में रेत मिल जाता है
sorry. For you too, Miss Dia. Do I make myself clear?
भाई ये बोल रही है भाई मैं यहाँ की बॉस हूँ मेरी बात सुनोगे तो भाई यही रहोगे नहीं सुनोगे तो बाहर वो भी रेत में भाई मजे करने भेज दोगे तो मैं ये बोलना चाहती हूँ बेसिकली ये
So, which of you will begin?
Yes, मैं
I was supposed to be a mediator, but I might have gotten a little too involved just now. Anyway, one of those two should probably start talking.
Wait, that was you trying to be a mediator?
I have nothing to hide, so there's no shame in explaining myself. While Al-Haytham wasn't wrong about the other Matra not knowing my whereabouts, it's not because I've been assigned a morally dubious mission. Rather, I've chosen to exile myself.
Exile yourself?
A little while ago, I discovered that there was data missing in the Academia's project planning and development files. What little they did report clearly did not match the project's actual progress. As General Mahamatra, I had the responsibility and authority to request an audit. However, to my surprise, the person responsible for the erroneous data was none other than Grand Sage Azar himself. I tried to investigate the issue myself before submitting a formal audit request, but I soon found that all leads and potential pieces of incriminating evidence were carefully concealed from me. I began to realize that they were cautious of me from the very beginning. Unsurprisingly, the Grand Sage rejected my audit request as soon as the submission reached his desk. He even said to me, "The power of the General Mahamatra is granted by the sages. You have no right to judge us."
I
realized then that to the Grand Sage, the Matra are nothing more than tools for the sages to assert and maintain control over knowledge. The vows that we took, the principles that we strive to uphold, they are meaningless to the academia of today.
So you then decided to exile yourself.
I believed it would be wise to flee the academia before the sages had a chance to take action against me. This way, they can no longer see nor predict my actions. I will never give up on this investigation. There's no need for someone else to give me power or authority. Once I find the truth, I will administer judgment by my own name.
Sino seems to have the same goal as us. We're all investigating the sages. Plus, now that he's no longer the General Mahamatra, he somehow feels a lot less scared.
It is still too early to trust him completely.
Well, Sino, if that's your story, then why did you see Al-Haytham as a target?
When I was investigating the matter in the academia, I overheard a conversation between Al-Haytham and a sage. The sages asked you to investigate a blonde-haired traveler. Do you dispute this, Al-Haytham? Like many parts of the project, this assignment was undocumented. Now throw in your suspicious behavior with the divine knowledge capsule, and I think we deserve an explanation.
From the very beginning, Al-Haytham was